Oh, right. All right. Man, it's been a crazy day altogether, but I really appreciate you guys for jumping in. Jerry Jones talked earlier today, and he was trying to make the justifications of Tyron Smith being out. Will we see him? Will we not see him? And he basically said, we will see. Now, everybody know Tyron Smith. He is one of the best players on his team, if not the best player on his team. Tyron Smith and Zach Martin, those boys on that front five, remarkable. Remarkable. And we see the impact that those boys got, right? Put it like this. We are undefeated when Zach Martin and Tyron Smith is on the field for this year. And we are. And it's no stretch of our imaginations that without Tyron Smith, we struggle. The blind side, one of the most important spots to protect on the field. Quarterback got to feel comfortable. And it's like that little, get that little pinched in your system when you're not secure with yourself. And that is what's going on. That is what's going on with Dak Prescott. Of course, for the detractors of Dak Prescott, they will always find ways to say, well, it's this, it's that, and they would never give him the longitude nor the latitude like other quarterbacks get. I get it, right? So it would just be, hey, here go Law again, or here go Mark Holmes. I know how that goes, making excuses for Rain Dakota Prescott when, there was a multitude of people saying that the Cowboys should tank for Trevor Lawrence, should tank for, what's the quarterback for the Jets? I forgot his name. Is it Zach Wilson? Right? Or Justin Fields. And all we have to do is just go back and watch some of the older videos and read the comment. And you will see that a lot of people saying, hey, Law, Justin Fields is better than Dak Prescott. Or Zach Wilson, whatever his name, is better than Dak Prescott. Right? Trevor Lawrence. Like, quarterback position is hard. It's not an easy one. And we've seen it. Like, even with Patrick Mahomes, the front five got to be stabilized. If not, you will have error throws. You will have incomplete throws. The accuracy will not be there. In case in point, I think Terrence Steele, last game, one of his worst games. One can argue, I think John Owings, he put out a PFF grade of just that game. He gave up 11 pressures. 11 pressures on that left side of Law in one game. I said, good grief. And that is a hard stat to really contextualize when all of that year, or this year, he gave up less, I think, than 5 or 6 on the right side. To contextualize it, Tyron Smith only allowed 1 sack this season and 1 quarterback hit. And less than, of course, 11 pressures. So we talking about in the elite Hall of Famer, Gold Jacket, Tyron Smith. Will he be able to play? Jerry Jones got everybody's feet to the fire, and I love it because he said, we will see. We need him out there. Bone spurs, to get rid of bone spurs, to alleviate that, you would have to have, I believe, off-season surgery. Is it manageable? Can you play through it? I don't know. Pain tolerance is different from other people. Other people can play with a great deal of pain tolerance. The years before that, it was the arm or the back or the neck for Tyron Smith. They let you know, man, this is a brutal game. So many people will come out here and say, well, Law, this is a game. And I tell people all the time, no, this is war. This is a battle. And you got to fight and play through the echoes of the whistle. The moment you let up, every player is a Ryan Shazier hit away, Every player, not some, every player. So you got to always keep your mind together. You always got to make sure that everything is in order, Cowboy Nation. You do. So when we look back at everything and we listen closely to what Jerry Jones and, of course, with Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn, all of those guys, they got a little mind game going. They're not going to tell everybody everything. But I can tell you guys right now, you don't win the Super Bowl in November. Let me repeat, you do not win the Super Bowl in November. And plenty of games left. I know the previous game, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. But now we can go back and look at it and say, okay, all right, where can we improve at? The 4th and 1, the 4th and 1, the 4th and 1. Continue to go for it. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Even in Ecclesiastic, it says, hey, there's a time in the season for everything, right? So we're going to have to make sure that we make the necessary adjustments to make sure that this is the right time to do it. And no shade at the Denver Broncos wide receiver Tim Patrick. Shout out to him for standing on the star, saying that the Cowboys disrespected the Denver Broncos. They owned up to what they was trying to exhibit and exude. They gave us a good butt whooping. But when you are the number one offense in the NFL, dog it, 1 yard, you try to figure it out. And I told people in my previous video, yes, when you go for it and you don't get it, the momentum goes to the opposition, right? But when you go for it and you do get it, it's demoralizing. It pulls the soul and the heart out of the opposition. And the Cowboys, unfortunately, didn't do that. We got bit. You live by the 3, you die by the 3. But I would prefer a man to fall on the sword for fighting for what he believed in. And that is what Mike McCarthy said, hey, I'm like Frank Sinatra. If I'm going down, I'm at least say, hey, I did it my way, right? We ain't talking about Usher, right? I said that in my previous video. So I come here to tell you guys, yes, Dak Prescott was rusty. Yes, he had pressure coming from the right. Oh, and pressure coming from the left. It wasn't the cleanest of the cleanest game. And I'm not blaming the right tackle nor the left tackle for the loss. But you learn more from your failures than your success. Let me repeat for those who out there that couldn't understand it or hear me on that one. You learn more from your failures than your success. So the Cowboys going back to the drawing board and looking at everything, and they are saying to themselves, all right, let's get it. Let's get it. Now you hear the real. Now you hear the real, right? The real will be the media and the outside noise not talking too glowingly of you now. Now they letting you know, hey, that spaghetti that you cooked the other day wasn't really that great, right? Now they giving you the reality of it. Like I gave you guys the analogy of the wet floor sign, right? It's there for a reason. They even got the caption, the picture of the guy falling. It's there to let everybody know that, hey, it's slippery right there. And now we know who really backs up for this team, who's really bought in and sold in and all in. And we can see, hey, you remember what happened in the Denver game, right? And the craziest of the craziest things of all, Vegas is Vegas. The game that we are about to play now, the Atlanta Falcons, the exact same situation and scenario. A team that clearly, on paper, you're better, right? But the craziest thing of it all, you can't overlook any opponent. Crazier thing about it all, Cowboy Nation, they the underdogs. Same time, they coming to Dallas. I don't know if Atlanta fans travel like the Denver Broncos fans. But it's never going to be an easy moment. You got to look at everything. That this is war, baby. There's no layups in football. There's no give me's. So we got to be ready. We got to be locked, loaded, and ready. We got to let the opposition know that, hey, this is going to be a 60-minute game. And I love it because even the coaching staff gave the justifications of the reason why they let Dak Prescott stay in the game. There's no time to pull a man out. Look, being safe will keep you in last place with that mentality. This is war. Every rep, every moment, you stick it out, you stand tall, and you believe in your guys, and you fight it through. There are things that you learn in the fourth quarter, in the last minutes of time, that you can utilize in the next game. Rapport, all of those things, confidence, even in the battle that you're losing in. It's what you learn and that you pick and you add it together for the next battle. The Dallas Cowboys will be ready this Sunday. Post me your thoughts, post me your concerns down below. My name is Law Nation. This is Law Nation Sports. Be sure to hit that like, share this content, let a friend, neighbor, foe know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboys. We out.